You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe, 1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Go, the start of your Monday at noon on March the 9th. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News from Lone Star Community Radio, downtown Conroe, FM 104.5, 106.1. We have a great show for you today. It's all about the rising stars and legends of Texas, and then some. We're going to talk about the Jazz Connection, and of course, they're sitting here in the audience, and if you love that music, in the mood, it does get you in the mood, and they have a great event that they're going to tell us about coming up shortly. Even though it's on spring break, they're here to share the good news about what's going on. So first of all, I wanted to say that, our guests today, of course, are the students from the Jazz Connection that are going to be performing with the Rising Stars and Legends of Texas. And then we're going to listen to Don Hampton and David Bourne as Robin Williams for the Rising Stars and Legends of Texas, which starts all this Thursday. So a little bit more about that shortly. The Madeley National Invitational Art Exhibit is ongoing right now, right around the corner from here at the Conroe Art Gallery at the Madeley Center, and that goes on through the end of the month, March 28th. Little Shop of Horrors continues this weekend, and I know they had a great weekend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Owen Theater, and that continues through March 22nd. Don't miss their free preview with selections from the show on March 18th, and that's part of the Rising Stars and Legends of Texas. If you don't know, this is a big annual event. This is the fourth annual event that goes on in downtown Conroe in different venues, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But both theaters, the Players Theater and Stage Right, are part of it. All the performing arts nonprofits are part of it. The Conroe Art League is part of it, and so many more. So this is a time to spotlight all the wonderful things. Most of the events are free. So one of the events, Gary Watson will be doing his 4x5 photography, and that will be showcased at Campabilla's Fine Art Bronze Studio, and that gives you a chance to see the new projects that Craig Campabilla has upcoming. He does those wonderful gold sculptures and things outside the Spirit of Texas Bank, and his studio is just right across the street from us here. Award-winning. So he will showcase the Gary Watson photography. Carrie Fountain, the Texas State Poet Laureate, will be reading some of her work at the Conroe Art League at 127 Simonton, and that way you'll get to see all the exhibits. That is absolutely free. There might be a little wine tasting before that happens on Thursday as well. Not for you guys, so don't look at me. The Bach, Beethoven, and Barbecue Benefit Gala for Young Texas Artists is this Saturday, but they have some preliminary before they get to the finals where they narrow it down on who are the best, and they're all really, really good. So they have a strings division, a voice division, they have piano, they have winds. That might be something y'all do later in life because it's open to 18 to 30-year-olds that either live in Texas, go to school in Texas, and they get scholarship funds. So that evening, you can go see the final concert this Saturday coming up at the Crichton Theater for $28. It's open seating. They have still tickets for their gala, which there will be a tent. Thank goodness the street is now paved. But they're going to have a tent in the middle of the street right outside the Crichton Theater, and they're even going to have an after party. So another thing is this Sunday, March 15th, there's going to be a special matinee performance of Montopolis. That is the Legend of Big Ben. It's an indie chamber music group. Y'all might like that, just saying. It's at 3 p.m. It's a group from Austin, multimedia event that has live interaction storytelling with music, and then they have majestic images of Big Bens on the screen. So the music goes towards the video that's playing kind of thing. I don't know how the audience engaging is. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm sure we'll find out. Anyway, with that, I'm going to introduce the guests that are sitting right across from me. I have their vocalist, Meredith Fisk. I have Devin McGuire. Did I say it wrong?
No, you said it right.
Oh, okay. He's on sax. I have Tyrese Bell.
Yes.
and Ryan Cardell.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So they're going to tell you a little bit about what they have going on.
All right. Well, we are the Jazz Connection, and that means, well, we're a 501c3 group, which that means that no one gets paid. We all just do it for fun.
We do a lot of things for fun.
Yeah. And we mainly play 40s, stage band music, but we also play like jazz. We play Latin tunes. We play funk tunes. So, sometimes we play rock tunes. Then we got members from Conroe High School, Montgomery High School, Oak Ridge High School. Some of them are homeschooled. Some of them are, Ryan's junior high. He goes to, where do you go? he goes to Knox Junior High.
You just met him right here and now. I know.
Where do you go?
We play a lot of songs. Like we play Leapfrog, which is our theme song. We were playing In the Mood at the beginning here, and that's a lot of what we play. And our leader is Bob Price. He's a local lessons teacher for woodwind instruments. So yeah.
Okay, Ryan, what do you got to say? Anything? You have to go to the mic. Pick one. Just move it over. You don't have to lift it. Just move it towards you.
All right, so we have an upcoming gig during the Rising Stars and Legends on Tuesday, March 17th. And a saxophone quartet will be playing some gospel tunes like Jericho down by the riverside.
Oh, nice. And that's at the First Baptist Church at the end of the street on Main, and that's part of the gospel night, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. So everybody needs to go, and that's free too. They're doing a love offering. You can make a donation, but that helps fund the Greater Conroe Arts Alliance. So you guys are going to be playing there. Tyrese, what else is going on?
On the 23rd of March, we also have something going on with the Rising Stars and Legends.
21st?
21st, yeah.
The 21st?
It's the 21st. That's
my
a
bad,
typo.
my bad. Yeah.
I'm like,
So it's the
have
21st.
I been getting this wrong?
Yeah. It'll be at Founders Park. Like, I actually personally enjoy when we do things like this because we have a lot of people come out and there's food and there's like other events going on besides us. So it's always fun to be a part of.
But y'all are the
community and
spotlight.
stuff.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
You come on at noon on that Saturday, right
Yeah.
at the park on the corner of Metcalf and Main, and you guys do a fabulous job every time you're out there. I know you performed. The last time was Christmas on Main.
Yes. Yeah, that was
Which
fun.
That's fun.
that was a
Very
great
fun.
audience. That was our third year for doing that, and this is the fourth year of the one here. So that's at noon. Is that right, Tyrese?
Yeah, it's at noon.
Okay, at noon, and you guys are going to play for about an hour.
Yeah, something like
Something like that. But you're not going to step on any of the artwork because they're doing the chalk up Conroe there
remember
too.
that.
Oh, I do.
So
I remember that one
Yes.
too. That one was cool.
Yes, and that's they're very particular about that. So everybody has to
Yeah.
tiptoe and sit on the
careful, yeah.
grass and listen to you, or they can stand back a little bit further. So what are you all going to play? You have an itinerary?
Yeah, mostly the same songs we usually play. In the Mood, Lester, a lot of Europa. They really like that one. That one's a really fun tune. Just pretty much everything that's in our set list is all different types of jazz music. So it'll be fun.
So I'm going to let y'all play another song, and then we're going to talk about your other event you have coming up. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, and are you going to sing for us?
Sure, I'll sing for you.
Okay, then pick out something you can sing to.
Okay. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. Lucky stars above, but not for me. With love to lead the way, I found more skies of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I'll keep going
awesome.
if you want.
Do you guys do accompaniment to whatever she's doing vocals for?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, most of the time we do.
All of the time.
All of the time, pretty much.
Well, what happened to you? I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
They just don't have their music, so.
Okay, so what was the other? You mentioned a couple other things that y'all play. I don't know what Leapfrog is. And is that doesn't count? Okay. And what is the other one? The other fun one you said?
Europa is really fun.
Can you show me an example of that, or is that possible?
No, it's not possible. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Tyrese, do one of your solos. You're good at that.
Okay, you're on, Tyrese.
Okay. I'll
This is your moment.
just improv. How about that?
Okay, how about that? Let's do it. I'm sure it'll be fabulous. Very nice.
Go
Thank you.
So what else is going on?
I forgot to mention on the 21st, right? Yeah, on the 21st, there's this guy there. I actually listened to a few of his songs on Spotify. Doug Westcott. He plays like alternative style music. He's just now starting. It's really good, and he will be playing right after us. So, you know, when we're finished, just stay for a while and listen to him. He's really good.
Okay, I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
good. All right. So, Ryan, you guys have an event coming up also after the Rising Stars. What is that event?
We're gonna have a fundraising dance, and it's called Jazz and All That. It is going to be our second annual fundraiser, and it's going to be Friday on April 3rd at the North Montgomery Community Center, starting at 6:30. It is $25 per ticket, and it involves dinner, beverages, and dancing, and it does have a bring your own bottle.
For adults.
Yeah, for adults.
Gotcha.
No children.
But the tickets are very inexpensive. They're only $25, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a deal. Or you can get a whole table for
Yeah.
$225, you know?
Table of 10 for $225.
So it was pretty fun last year, right, Devin?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was definitely really fun. The Houston Swing Society came out and had a blast, and
Oh yeah, seeing all those people dance, made
seeing
everything so
everybody
much better.
dance just gave us all the energy to keep going because we were there for 3 hours, and a 3-hour gig is very draining. But
I didn't
with
even
all
feel
those
was fun.
people, I
Yeah.
know it didn't feel like 3 hours because everybody was having fun and dancing, and we were all just bonding like our little band. So
You have some great memories of that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're hoping that that happens again. And I think, didn't you guys like sell out too?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
we
you
did
had a
sell
good
out on that
crowd.
one, yeah, that one was a lot of people there.
So where can they get tickets?
online, we have if you follow us on Facebook, you can keep up with the show and a bunch of our future events. You can find the contact info on the Facebook page as well.
It's real easy to find. Jazz
Yeah,
Connection
it's just
has
that
that
Jazz
red
Connection.
logo with somebody dancing.
Oh yeah, and we have
Yeah.
like auction items and stuff too. If you sign up for that, we have a stay at the new Margaritaville Resort, just a one-night stay there off of Lake Conroe, and we also have like a wine weekend getaway at West Sandy Creek Winery, 2-night stay in a 2-bedroom cabin, 20-person private wine class from Total Wine and More, and then 1 month free to Hot Works located next to Woodforest, and other baskets and prizes and stuff there too. So there'll be raffle items and door prizes and stuff.
So tell me how it benefits y'all, the money.
The money goes like towards our band and stuff, and like new equipment, donations and stuff really help a lot. And,
Yeah,
clinicians.
yeah,
Sorry,
clinicians.
there's some people that come in and tell us what we could do better on, and make sure that we can stay relevant to the people and keep going.
Okay. So do y'all own your instruments?
Yeah, some of us do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I have an instrument
I'm
myself. I think Ryan owns his instrument too. Oh well, yeah.
How often? Well, you invest a lot of money and time into it. How often do you rehearse?
Every Sunday, when we can. Yeah, every Sunday.
But then do you also practice during the week or just on Sunday?
Just on Sunday, but we do a lot of individual practice ourselves. So
And how long have you been involved in the organization, Tyrese?
I've been in it since I moved here, which was 8th grade for me, and I'm a senior now, so it's been a while.
That's good. So this is like your 5th year?
Yeah, 5th year.
That's exciting. How many members are there?
too many.
On a daily basis,
Who do you want out?
yeah.
Not enough space in our building. There's so
Yeah.
many people.
On a regular
Okay.
day, it'd be like 25 to 30, but like On a really good day, it'll be almost 40, you know, when everyone wants
And
to
where
come.
do you rehearse?
At the Conroe Symphony Center.
Which is not big enough.
No,
So
it's
we're
not
waiting
big
on
enough.
that new event place,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A venue for you to practice.
Yeah.
Working on it. Working on it. Good. Good. So, how long have the rest of y'all been involved in Jazz Connection, Devin?
I think I've been involved for 7 years because I started at
7?
Yeah, I started at the beginning of 7th grade. So yeah, I've been with the band for a while, and but yeah, I've
You love
I've
it.
loved it every single second.
You love it.
Yeah.
And you're going to continue past high school, you think?
Well, I'm gonna try my best, but yeah.
Okay. Young Texas Artist Competition, just saying. And you, Ryan, how long have you played?
This is my second year in the Jazz Connection, and it's probably been my like best life experience.
Great.
Wow.
Great. Well, and okay, so Meredith, we might as well ask you.
Yeah, I started when I was a sophomore in high school, and I graduated last May. So I'm sticking
You're still
with the
continuing
band.
on.
Yeah, it's too hard to let go. I grew it, and this band has given me so much. My confidence has grown so
It does that when you
tremendously.
perform, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember my first performance. We were playing at a gig in Bryan, and I was just shaking the entire time because I was so nervous. And now I'm just like, I can't wait until our gigs because there's something that I look forward to.
Have you ever thought about the theaters?
I am actually in Little Shop of Horrors.
Well, thank you for that. Good timing.
Yes.
So is that fun?
Oh, definitely. And it's been such a great experience. I've gotten to grow as a person, playing somebody that I am not normally typecast as. So it's been really a fun experience, and my director is great. He works in the salon next door, and so it's just been a really good experience. And I'm hoping that my jazz family can come and see, but
Okay. So
we're always busy, so
Yeah.
don't know.
are y'all going to play another number for us? Is it possible?
Possible.
I could do some of Europa.
Okay, he wants to do Europa, so go ahead.
Okay. Play away.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to play anything? You want to play some more of In the Mood before you go off?
Oh, you want to do the solo section?
Sure.
Come on. This is your big debut. Awesome. So let's go back and highlight. You guys are at on the 17th, I believe, Gospel Night, Tuesday night at the Conroe First Baptist Church right down the street on Main, and that's a free event.
Yeah.
And then you're playing March 21st, Saturday, after Chalk Up Conroe over here on the stage. That's another free event. And then you are looking to get people to come to your Jazz and All That event April 3rd at the North Montgomery County Community Center, which is at 600 North Gerald in Willis. So they can go to the Jazz Connection Facebook page and find all your events. And or they can go to GreaterConroeArtsAlliance.com and see well, they can see them all there too. So there you go. Anything else y'all want to add, Meredith?
I would like to give a great big shout out to our sponsor, First Financial Bank. I'm pretty sure they bought a table for our dance, so they're going to be
Great.
there cheering us on. So
Wonderful. Anything else, guys? Anything else on your sheet that I haven't mentioned?
Oh, like she did say that you can find us and like look at all our events and stuff, but you can also contact us if you want to on our Facebook and like book us for an event if you want.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We play pretty much anywhere,
We also have an Instagram page. It's at Jazz Connection. So.
Okay, that's good to know. I know you did a lot of events at Christmas time. Tell me about that
yeah.
We do.
that Bob's Bash.
Oh, Bob's Bash. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah. One of the rare moments you get to actually see Bob sing, which is really fun to see. A lot of people come out for that. His whole neighborhood is packed. He shuts down the whole street, and it's just everyone comes and has a good time.
I've heard about it. Haven't been there
It's crazy. He is a crazy wizard with his Christmas decorations. He gets up on the roof and puts Santas up there, and it's
So
just
that's a real
crazy.
fun event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every year it just gets a little bit
Crazier?
more.
Yeah.
That's
And
okay.
we just set up in his driveway because that's the only free space. So
Okay, my phone is talking. Okay, well, that's all we have then for today, and we hope to see you guys here. You've got great events coming up a week from tomorrow, the Saturday of the 21st, and then again April 3rd. So give a little shout out also to you. Have a little drummer boy too, don't you?
Oh yes, Henry is.
Henry.
Is he 6, right? He's 6 years old.
He is not. He is not 6.
My bad.
I
How
know
old is he?
he's
How
older
old
than
is he?
that. Okay.
I think he's 11.
I would say 11. Yeah.
Take back.
Hey,
Take
I'm
back.
Or 11.
Is he gonna be playing with y'all too?
Yes, he
Yeah.
should be playing with us. He's honestly, like, I'm not surprisingly good, but he's really good. I
Okay.
mean, I can't play drums at all, but he can do it like
Well,
a
Shout
yeah.
out to Henry Hernandez. There you go, the little drummer boy. Okay, guys, do you want to do one more real quick in the mood as we head out?
Sure.
All right.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids are removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable, hardworking, enthusiastic, motivated, cooperative, respectful, and punctual? Conroe Independent School District Special Education Department can meet your needs by connecting you with potential employees that have been preparing for a lifetime of employment. We have numerous individuals seeking paid and unpaid work experiences. If your company is interested in seeing how we can meet your business needs, call Conroe ISD Special Education Department to find the best employees for you at 936-709-7671.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1 and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
And we are back on Margie Taylor, Conroe Culture News, Lone Star Community Radio, downtown Conroe, FM 104.5, 106.1. And if you're just tuning in, we just had the Jazz Connection Kids, and they were fabulous. So they have several upcoming venues that are coming up. They're all part of the Rising Stars and Legends of Texas. And sitting with me right now, I have Don Hampton, who's the organizer of the event, which is, he's put a lot of work in this, a 10-day event, starts this Thursday. And David Bourne, who's a Robin Williams impressionist.
You got that right. Good to see you, Margie. Looking good, feeling good. What a great day it is here in good downtown Conroe, man. Get on.
My friend David Bourne. It's good to be here. Thanks, Margie, for having us on. I've known Dave for a long time, and you know his Robin Williams is just one that you just can't forget it once you've seen him or heard him do Robin. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you and Dave now for a few minutes, and we'll talk about Rising Stars and Legends Texas shortly.
In between, okay.
In between.
In between.
Think about the Don.
Okay, so David, tell me a little bit about you, how you got started, what you're doing now, I mean, all that.
It's a madcap, crazy world there, Margie, actually. As you know, think about me. I love it because we're doing this Texas Legends show, and I'm born and raised in Houston.
You're a Texas legend.
5th generation,
All right.
native Texan, and a guy who ended up being a professional actor and performer in Houston by career. I found out in high school when I took drama in place at college-bound English that I was an actor. It took about 3 days. And then I realized why I wasn't going to do AC, because I'd shocked myself. And so next thing you know, I'm doing professional theater, and then I went and transitioned to television and film. But my entire life, ever since high school, I was compared to Robin Williams. In look, sound, wit, people go crazy. I'd go to McDonald's and they'd scream, "Ah, it's Mark, it's Mark." I'm like, who's Mark? True story. And so it's been kind of... I call it my brother from another mother for the last 35 years. And only until I got to the age of about 35, even closer to 40, did I really start doing the impression. I said, wait a minute. People say I look like Robin Williams. I'm an impressionist. I'm a character actor. Let's see how far we can take this. I took it to a really crazy level. And so now it's become quite of a blessing in my life. And I always wondered, Margie, why I was given this comparison and this similarity to Robin Williams. And now I know why. Is so I can carry on the tradition and keep his spark of madness alive.
His legacy,
That's
right.
You're only given a spark of madness. You know, you mustn't lose it there, Margie.
Everybody loved him. Everybody loved him.
Oh, yeah. And so I got to meet Robin, actually, in my life of doing this madcap Robin Williams tribute, which started out as Mix and Mingle, and then it started out being a full-blown stand-up comedy show, which became 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, now 45. So now I do an hour and a half. I'm a headliner, and so I do this in cruise ships. I do it out of Las Vegas. I do it in theaters across the country, and I'm just real happy to be able to do this. It's one of those things that you just never know what the great Almighty is going to throw at you.
Amen.
And when He threw this at me, I was like, right on. So in the midst, I've been in 70 movies and television shows as well as a professional actor. And,
well, we're very fortunate to have you performing right at the Crichton Theater here, and right, a couple doors down.
That's right. I can smell the popcorn.
And you're going to be performing with Marsha Ball.
That's right. So what's going on with this? This is, of course, the incredible. This is the Texas Legends artist. It's called the Rising Stars and Legends Texas. This thing goes on for 2 weeks. Is that right, Don?
That's 2 big weekends.
2 big weekends. And so what's going on with us is on Friday, March 20th, I'm going to be opening and introducing Marsha Ball. And Marsha Ball, for those who don't know, is also a true Texas legend. She is a blues piano playing mama. I call her the Silver Streak. When I worked at Fitzgerald's nightclub in the 90s, she used to come in and rock the house then. And whenever Marsha Ball came in, it was always a great evening. We always packed the house. So I'm thrilled to get to open for Marsha. And then she's going to perform. We're going to do an intermission. I'm going to come out, do some more in the second act. And then Marsha's going to close it out on March 20th.
Well, it's going to be a fabulous event, and I know people really need to get going and get those.
Yeah,
get
they
their
need
tickets.
to get your tickets now. You can go to CrichtonTheater.org. and order your tickets there online. They are selling, so get on down there, get online, and get those tickets lined up. We actually start this weekend with the Young Texas Artists. This is a 36-year-old competition of Texas musicians.
36.
It's been going a while and has received recognition from the Texas State Commission of the Arts as sort of the classical music competition for the state of Texas. Not the only one, but it's probably the longest running consecutive years. Musicians 18 to 30 that live, work, and study in the state of Texas. And it's 4 days of preliminaries, which are free to the public. If you go on our website, Greater Conroe Arts Alliance.com, you'll see the schedule of those preliminaries. 4 divisions, preliminaries for 4 days, and then the evening of that 4th day is the finalist concert, which is one of the finest concerts, classical music, you'll have a chance to see. I've been there the last 3 years, and it knocks my socks off every time.
It really is. I tell you, what's great about the state of Texas is that we have some incredible music programs, especially right here in Conroe. So I've had a chance to go into Conroe ISD schools quite a bit and talk to the people in the theater departments and the music department and the symphony department. And boy, you just think you're looking at professional future members of the Houston Symphony. And that's just here locally.
Well, and the kids that were just in here from the Jazz Connection.
Yeah, most of them go to Conroe High School.
They're
Yeah.
Conroe High School, and Robert Price has put them together in a group that is so tight, and they perform all over the county.
Well, they
for
stay
us.
on. This one gal, Meredith, said that she graduated, but she doesn't want to leave it, so she still
Exactly.
plays with them. So
Exactly.
they're as old as, finished high school, 18 or whatever, and then the youngest one is the little drummer boy, Sandra Hernandez's boy, Henry.
Right.
And he's like in 6th grade because he wanted to be, and they say he's really good. So you never know where it's going to take you, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. You just never know where that high school drama class is going to take you your 12th grade year.
That's right.
So I'd be out there going, hey, it's going to cost you, I don't know, a lot of money to fix your AC. Instead, now I just work on my own air conditioning. I did vocational classes and was always a person who couldn't shut up. I was the only person who went to auctioneer school, and they said, David, you can actually slow down. And that's true. So
you're an auctioneer
I'm
too?
I'm a licensed Texas
Wow.
auctioneer. Right on. So I'm that guy who ever seen Storage Wars. I do a lot of those type of things, and I even do. Yes, hey, 25 for the now, 75 $1 bidder now, 1/4 now, half now, 75, 175 and 2 now 2, and it's pretty interesting to see that coming out of Robin's mouth. You think he's selling cow? No, he's just selling jokes. That joke's gonna 5 and a 5. No, it's a $1 joke. That's not funny. It's a quarter. So I entertain myself a lot. If you notice that, Margie. That's good. But it's a self-entertainment kind of guy here. It's going to be a wonderful night, though, I'll tell you, on March 20th. You got to come down and check this out. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It'll be better than Cats. Meow!
Absolutely.
But after that last movie with those people walking around in fur, anything's better than Cats, right? We're going to watch War and Peace. It's a 5-hour movie. I'll take it. It's anything but
Speaking
that.
of films,
Speaking of films.
tell us about the last film you did with Woody Harrelson and the good group there.
Oh, yes, boom. So, yes, as David Bourne, I'm real lucky. I've been in stuff in Texas all the way back from the days of Walker, Texas Ranger, Prison Break. I was on Friday Night Lights for 2 years as Superintendent Paul Dunley, and really had a great time working on the Friday Night Lights show. And right now I'm in the big feature film that's a big hit on Netflix called The Highwaymen. The Highwaymen stars Kevin Costner, Woody Harrelson, and it's about law enforcement's true version of the tracking down of Bonnie and Clyde. And I play Louisiana Sheriff Henderson Jordan. But once again, I show it with my Cajun accent, Shy. And together, me and Woody and Kevin track them down. My second movie to work with Woody Harrelson in.
Yeah, that's
And we did The Duel, me and him and Liam Hemsworth. So it's kind of wild, Margie, because I'm doing these roles from Texas Chainsaw 3D. A lot of people know me from that movie. Then we were from Temple Grandin on HBO with Claire Danes, a big award winner. If there's a television series shot in Texas, I've done it. But then California calls me to come work on Community as a guest star as Robin Williams 8 years ago. So go figure that out. I'm all the way here in Texas, but they always know who the television Robin was, right on? In fact, here comes the train. Come on in. It's old number 9 coming through the room here. I love it being next to the train station. And it's a beautiful thing. You're right here in a close-knit community when you can actually see the train and the hobos coming by going, hey, buddy, can you spare a dime?
Oh, and the light's shaking the Crichton when they come by.
We're shaking,
keep
shaking.
us- You get that vibe from the railroad tracks, which is about.
I'd love to hear a Good Morning Vietnam.
What about that? Good morning, Vietnam. Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. I'm the rocket from the Delta down to the DMZ. Got a little traffic report down on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. How's it going down there? Well, Adrian, it's not going good. There's a water buffalo jackknife down there. It's not a pretty picture. There's horns everywhere. We're going to drop a little napalm, have a little barbecue. Hey, sounds good to me. Barbecue's good for me. I like the lean meat. Yeah, that goes on for a while. Oh, yes, that's good morning, but actually good afternoon. But somewhere it's morning somewhere. To an entertainer and actor, this is 7 a.m. to us. What is it, 12:30? Boy, I'm just trying to get the sleep out of my eyes. So,
Right?
yeah. My Robin Williams tribute show it's not like I just get up and try to just repeat jokes of the incredible, one-of-a-kind icon Robin Williams. What I've done is I've taken material over the years from Robin's best shows and incorporated it with about 15% of original material for a unique, one-of-a-kind comedy experience. And we're going to get a taste of that on March 20th when I open for Marcia Ball. I mean, I'm going to do like a 15-minute set, then I'm going to do a 20-minute set. But the idea of it, it's almost like theater. I don't think of it so much as an impression as I think of it as a one-man show. When you see me up on stage as Robin, I'm not saying this was a great joke by Robin, this was Robin. No, this is Robin.
You just do it.
It's like going to the Alley Theater, where I
Right.
was a contract actor for 6 years. I'm a member of Actors Equity and SAG-AFTRA, and so I've done a lot of professional theater in Houston. And there's Janis Joplin tribute shows, and of course there's Michael Jackson tribute shows, and Elvis Presley off the wazoo. And so this is a comedy form of that same type of tribute. And people wonder, well, how did someone become Robin? Well, you don't become Robin. Robin came to you. There's two people in the world who did this impression. I'm going to say that again. There's two people in the entire planet that do a Robin Williams impression. Me and another guy who lives in Maine. And it's interesting because we were both on The Next Best Thing. 10 years ago was a reality show on ABC, The Next Best Thing, looking for the best impersonator in America. And I made the finals, and so did this other Robin guy. And it just showed how much people love Robin.
Yeah.
The thing about Robin is that even if you didn't like all his movies or you didn't like all his comedy, Margie, there's something Robin did that was endearing for everyone, right? And of course, as we know, people always wonder what happened to Robin. I always get it straight out in the open. Robin was suffering from Lewy body dementia. A lot of people didn't know that he only had Parkinson's, which is enough for any man or woman to deal with. Robin contracted Lewy body. Lewy body is a terminal form of dementia. You got a 3 to 5 year life expectancy with Lewy body. You can't diagnose it, you can't treat it, and you can't determine someone has it till after they're gone. And so through the family and being close to them and through the industry and knowing a lot of people who work very closely with Robin, we know that Robin was fighting for his life. He didn't let anybody down. Lewy body is something that could happen to any of us. So I tell people, let's not worry about what happened to Robin. Let's not worry about a horrible life-altering disease he got, because that happens to a lot of people. What we want to remember is the joy and the love and the comedy he gave us, because that's what it's all about. Like Robin said, man, you're only given a spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. And Robin did something that was endearing to everyone. Everybody, So I say, come on in. And I got to meet him once, actually. Yeah. I got to meet him and talk about this madness, Margie. It was a show. Remember, I told you about that, Don?
Yeah. I got to meet him once, too. I did Cadillac Man.
The movie,
Robin,
yes.
back in New York. I was an extra, but I got to meet him. I sat around on set and he just totally entertained everybody on set the whole time.
Yes.
I mean, he was never off. He was always on and just kept us rolling.
That's what it is. It's kind of like me when I put on the hat. I have hat and the hair I wear, and the head of the hair goes on. All of a sudden, I just can't slow down. And when I met Robin and we talked afterwards after a show in Houston, he was actually pretty calm. He had a hat on, and we had a great conversation. Explained to him who I was, and I was a member of the Screen Actors Guild. So we had a great conversation, and he asked me about my work and the comparison, and I shared it with him and told him that I'm not always trying to be him. I'm trying to be myself. But since this comparison is undeniable,
It's there.
It's got me a lot of work. And I'll never forget what Robin said. He said, "Man," he said, "David, that's crazy. That's this interesting life you're having." He said, and he said this. He said, "Look, man," he goes, "David, I got a lot of projects and movies coming out in the next year. And if anything I'm doing is helping you to get more work, then more power to you, boss. Go get them." I was like, "Thanks, Robin. Can I get a picture?" He was like, "Sure, man." So we took this picture, and I had to pull back the smile because I was grinning like a madman. And it's on my website, robinwilliamsimpersonator.com. Check that out, and you can always follow what I'm doing.
That's
and of
right.
course, coming up March 20th, right up here in Conroe at the Crichton Theater. the beautiful, historic Crichton Theater, I may say.
It's going to be
Indeed.
beautiful.
It is going to be.
It's in
It
the
is
process of it.
It's in the process right now. You know, we got a lot of other things coming up this week as well.
That's right.
First off, on Thursday, March 12th, we've got Carrie Fountain, who is the reigning poet laureate of Texas, is named by the Texas Fine Arts Commission. She'll be at the Art Gallery on the 12th. There'll be a reception there for her and Houston fine art photographer Gary Watson, who's a 4x5 black and white photographer. We'll have a reception for them at 6, and then Carrie will do some poetry reading at 7, and Gary will move across the street to the Campobello Bronze Sculpture Studio, where his work will be on display. Then, you know, the next week just gets crazy. I mean, we've got YTA from Thursday the 12th all the way up through the 14th, and then on the 15th we've got Montopolis out of Austin. Now,
That's right. That's right.
That's an incredible group of people with tons of awards in a very short period of time that they've been together.
Right.
They're a classical music ensemble, but they do it a little bit differently. It's original music inspired by Texas landmarks. For us, they're going to be doing The Legend of Big Bend. These guys come in, they've got projections of this beautiful, beautiful geographic
All the
place
landscapes
here
of
in
Big
Texas.
Bend,
A lot
yeah.
interactive in the background, you can see it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now, here's the crazy thing. You've got 6 or 7 classical musicians, and then you've got a real twangy Texas guitar and some keyboards. And what I'm getting from it, and I actually bought this album and listened to it, and it was crazy good. It's just crazy good. They call it chamber music, but with electric guitar and the twang of a pedal steel, giving a Texas kick to the keys and strings.
Kind of indie, kind of innovative, trendy.
Very, very innovative. All
Yeah.
original music, all set to the particular geographic landscape. They did one on the Texas coast. This one is Big Bend. I can't wait to see
It's a very
the
majestic.
images that are coming up. That's on the 15th, and again, tickets available through the Crichton Theater box office at crichtontheater.org. Then,
right.
crazy Tuesday, we've got a gospel night, a history of gospel music.
And those jazz musicians will be playing there.
It's going to
yeah.
be awesome. I mean,
History of gospel music, it says, right?
yeah, history,
Right,
and
right.
going back from the spirituals all the way up through cowboy gospel music, all the way on up to some hip hop. So it's really going to be an incredible evening of gospel music. Then, of course, we get to our Friday and Saturday of the next week with you and Marcia on
Right
the
on, right on,
20th.
right on.
And then
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
On Saturday, we have just a cornucopia of arts here right in downtown from 12 noon all the way up until
Starting at
5 or
8,
6
actually,
o'clock.
with the Chalk Up
Starts
Conroe.
at 8 a.m. That's
Free.
right.
Free to anybody who wants to participate.
Lots of free events here. Chalk Up Conroe is a hand-on arts event presented by Lynn Peverill, and the Conroe Live, I believe, is helping them. Then the Jazz Connection. Heritage Museum will be out with a string band performance. Get this, Planet Ford Lincoln is going to be here on Main Street with 2 or 3 new vehicles doing demonstration rides. And they're contributing to us, the Greater Conroe Arts Alliance, a nice sum of money for every demo ride they give. So come on out, bring
And you
your
can
friends.
do it twice.
You can do it twice. They're going to have 2 or 3 different models.
Right on, right on.
So, you know, that's a great one.
And they just paved the road directly in front
Thank
of the theater.
goodness.
So yes, the road is
We've been
paved.
waiting
That's
for
right. We're
that.
going to bring out a tent one day, so yes, you'll be
Nowhere else
standing
in
on
downtown
asphalt.
Conroe, but right
Yes.
here.
right here indeed.
They made that happen.
Now, I'm trying to, because we have so many things lined up. There's only, though, 3 or 4 events that are going to be paying
Right.
for admission, correct?
Exactly. Everything else is free.
Right, right.
Everything else is free. Right next door, our favorite radio station here, Lone Star Radio, is going to be producing a live radio broadcast of Laundry and Bourbon by James McClure, Texas playwright.
Love that play.
And simultaneously, Christian Youth Theater will be across the street doing a children's theater workshop from 2 to 5. Then on the stage in Founders Park, the Chickasaw Aztec dancers who are beautiful.
They're fabulous.
They
They make all their own
incredible.
costumes. They get the kids people
And-
participating. They do the drums.
And that's
They're
for the Native
fun.
Americans, yes, that's what they
Very
is, right?
entertaining. Yes.
Authentic, original.
Correct.
Because, we got
The
a lot of
real
that in
deal.
East Texas. A
The
lot of that.
real
We
deal.
really do.
And don't let me forget, Little Shop of Horrors is playing at the Owen Theater,
Mr.
and they'll be
Mushnick.
performing, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all through the festival as well.
That's right.
And on, I believe it's on Wednesday, the
Free showing Wednesday, March 18th.
See,
It's a
performance.
preview performance, not
Right,
full
I
performance.
talked about that earlier.
Just some
Different
selected
selections.
numbers, and that'll be a free one as well. So really looking forward.
The gal
to
that was singing the vocals here, she's performing in Little
Oh, is she
Rock.
really?
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
Suddenly,
Yes.
Seymour, I don't know, Mr. Mushnick. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Have you seen it? It's a giant plant. I got to see the off-Broadway production of this in 1983 with the original cast, and I want you to know it was crazy cool. I fell in love with Little Shop of Horrors. If you have not seen it, come check it out. Watch this plant get bigger and bigger as the show goes by. Great numbers, a lot of fun, a lot of doo-wop, and yeah, you'll leave very pleased.
The
if you-
production values on this one are incredible.
Oh, they really?
Oh,
Yeah, they
they're
always bust a
really
move over here.
as
Right.
good as I've seen here in town. The production values are great. I actually saw it in New York as well, and my son played the dentist in an elementary school version, and it scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh, interesting. But
He
that
was-
scared
he
the
was
entire student
way
body.
too scared.
That's right. They're like, oh, no, for some reason attendance is down the next week after Little Shop. The kids are all crying in their sleep. But, it is called Horrors. And I thought it meant something else when I heard it. Little Shop of what? I thought it was Texas.
something else.
I thought it meant
You're right.
something else. It said Little Shop of what? And so, yeah, it just pays to have good hearing, which I try to work on as much as I can. I listen to the audience and I try to console them. Now, my shows and people wondering about my comedy, it's PG-13 because let's face it, Robin does R-rated comedy and only Robin and Bob Saget can get away with that. That's
Bob
true.
Saget, that's a name I haven't heard
Ever
lately.
seen Bob Saget do a comedy show? You're like, I don't think he's talking about the little girls like that. He should be. Easy, man. Don't go to Bob Saget show.
Full House,
And I
yes.
got to see Robin 2 or 3 times, which is very interesting. And no, the last time I saw Robin Williams, it was wild because I had tickets in the 8th row dead center, and I was holding court. Everybody thought I was his brother. It was quite bizarre. And after I watched the show, I just sat there watching it the entire time, going, okay, this is an out-of-body experience because now I've got you down to the point I can't separate me from you. And so, but it's happy when you finally meet that point in life when you're doing any impression.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I tell you, I do a lot of them. I do Groucho. I do. That wasn't Groucho, was it? I'm gonna tell you what. That's gonna be Rodney Dangerfield doing a Groucho. It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Champagne toast and caviar dreams. How about you? Archie, Lieutenant Colombo here. I wanted to find out what we're doing. That's right, mister. Come up to the plate. So Robin throws a lot of his impressions in, and I've always been an impressionist my whole life. So you'll see that in my show. We'll have the impressions and the comedy and stuff that you'll appreciate. But don't be afraid. Don't fear. It'll be worth it. I don't do jokes for kids because they don't really understand what Viagra is, but most adults do.
Speaking of things for not kids, on Saturday between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., while the kids are over at the Crichton doing their theater workshop, Texas Fine Wines will be presenting a wine tasting at the Conroe Art Gallery. They'll have music there by the Conroe Symphony String Quartet and the Woodwinds Ensemble at 3 and 6. That'll be at the Conroe Art Gallery. You can taste wine, you can buy bottles of wine, you can buy cases of wine.
You get a complimentary glass too when you pay for the wine tasting, right?
Right, the wine tasting, we have a Rising Stars and Legends tasting glass. That'll be your admittance to the wine tasting, and I think that's going to be a great event. I'm really looking forward. It's the first year we've had a wine tasting event with the festival. This is our 4th year.
Yes.
We're looking to break
Yes.
all our records, and we think between you and Marcia Montopoulos, Carrie Fountain,
Some
and
fabulous
our wine
events.
tasting, how can we go wrong? So, you know,
And they're all right here in downtown
Right
Conroe,
here.
That's right,
on the paved street.
The Page Street.
on the
It's
freshly
only paved
paved.
here.
Now,
yes.
one other
The
thing
dusty
that I need to mention. Right down the street from us at Heritage Park.
Bears Etc. Bears
There's-
Etc. is celebrating their 3rd anniversary party. It's going to be a very good party.
Oh, okay, a very good party.
Very
I got
good.
it. I got it. It's 2 blocks
Bear
away.
hugs,
They're
yes.
also they're going to be featuring the Classic Car Club. So
Mm-hmm.
we're hoping that their crowd and our crowd is going to
Run it
commingle
together.
and run back and forth, and our folks will get to see some awesome classic cars, and their people will get to see some awesome art, and hopefully taste some fine Texas wine.
You know, and you can find this event by going to the website, because we've thrown a lot of dates at our audience out
Yeah,
there that
we
are
have.
listening.
Right.
But that's cool, though, because we want everybody to remember that this is a 2-week event with, obviously stuff going on Thursday through Saturday and right? And Sunday on it. But it's every day there's something going on just about. So where can we go to find this lineup here there, Don?
Go straight to your internet and type in Greater Conroe Arts Alliance.com. If you click on any of the front page, you'll come directly to a full lineup schedule of the Rising Stars and Legends events.
GreaterConroeArtsAlliance.com. Right on. You can
Also
sneak-
on Facebook.
And on
All the events
Facebook.
are
Also
on-
on
Don't forget
Facebook.
SB. That's right.
That's right. FB.
Best in the move, man. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Interesting enough, I went back in the day when I did touring children's theater as a young actor. We used to come out and do shows around town, and I worked with different groups, Stages Repertory Theater and Main Street, and we came out and performed out here. I think I did.
Did you?
I think I did Huckleberry Finn out here. Yes, I was the world's oldest living Huck, age 32, doing Huckleberry Finn. Now I just play the bad guys in that show. But it was hysterical, but I love this theater, and we had several friends who have been out here working in shows over the years at the Crichton, and so I'm glad they're renovating it. This downtown is
It needed
it's
it,
vitalized.
right.
It's revitalizing it. This whole festival that we're doing, this 36th annual Young Texas Artist Music Competition, along with the wine tasting and along with the classical music acts with rock and roll guitars and a visual image and Marsha Ball busting a move with Robin Get It Down in the background, David Bourne. It's we're just keeping it all Texas local here, I tell you, it's a good thing here. It's a good thing.
What are some upcoming things you have, David?
Well, I recently, of course, The Highwayman we know is out on Netflix right now. Check that out. Recently came off a year stint working on a television series called The Sun on AMC. And it was about Texas history again, and it starred Pierce Brosnan, so that's been out. I have a film that was at the Sundance Film Festival and at South by Southwest last year, and it just hit another film festival, and it's kicking it. It's called Sister Amy. Sister Amy is the story of the famous Sister Amy McPherson in the 1920s,
yes.
who was the most well-known mega-church preacher in the world who disappeared for 6 weeks and then came back. And this is the story of what she did in Mexico when she was gone. Everybody needs a break. Apparently, she needed one too with the sound man. But this story is about that, and of course, we had some stuff that, of course, they're directed by 2 ladies that are amazing. So Sister Amy's coming out, and I have 2 more independent films I'm working on next month. And you know us, man. We just auditioning for stuff. We're always auditioning for this, that, and the other. So that's what's up with me.
And you've been in Vegas, too.
Yes. I worked in Las Vegas out of different casinos. I've worked at the Wynn Casino. I've worked at the Golden Nuggets. I've worked at the Hard Rock Cafe out of Biloxi. I've been working on Norwegian Cruise Lines. And it's just been a kick. I love doing the tribute. I love mingling with people because, like I say, it's
You never know who you're going to meet.
you never know who you're going to meet. And it's just pure fun. I just love it. I love sharing the joy with people. And like I say, it's kind of a unique situation because I think it just took someone I guess with the training experience like me to try to be one of the brightest, most intellectual, successful, iconic comedians in the world. And people go, "You're doing Robin Williams? Like, just come see the show." You'll go, "Oh, I get it now." It's a concept, and so I'm happy to share. I'm happy to share this.
Any parting words anything you want to say, Robin Williams-ish, as we get off the air?
Well, pretty much that's about it. Just come down here and laugh, hang on to your pants, bring your depends. It's going to be okay. We're going to be serving drinks in the lobby. You can wipe up, clean up, change your drawers, and get back in for a second act. But I guarantee you, with ideas, you're going to have fun, you're going to laugh, and you're going to see Texas legends right in front of you here in downtown Conroe. You can't miss it. Be there or be square. In the square. Okay, yes.
Thanks,
Lovely.
David. Thanks so
Okay,
much.
that wraps up our show today. GreaterConroeArtsAlliance.com. You will find all the information on all the guests that are here on the show today. And we will have the YouTube that we will post a little bit later or by within the next 24 hours. So have a great day. Make it a great week. We'll see you in downtown Conroe.
Thanks, Margie.
Today's show was recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and all rights and ownership are reserved to Lone Star Community Radio. For more information regarding this program and Lone Star Community Radio, visit us online at irlonestar.com. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station, serving the community with local programming on TV, radio, and online. If you enjoyed today's program, please support us by sponsorship or starting your own show. Contact us today by phone or text at 936-666-1084 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.